Hi guys, it's Rabna. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So it's been a long time since I uploaded or did any video about any book because I've been busy with a lot of things. So I need to get this done. All right. So I've been reading this thriller book, this series. I read the first, the second one, and this is the third one. Simon and the superhero. So I read the first one, the second part, and this is the third one. So I'm just going to do a review about that so we can get moving with stuff. So this is a book by Mayberry. So I'll just do a recap from the first book. So from the first book, Simon lost his job and he was going for an interview that day, and on his way back from the interview he used the landing tube. So the book is mostly like captures landing mostly, then other parts of Europe and Africa. Africa. Shout out to Africans. Yay! So there's a bomb that happens and Simon is able to rescue some people, but then he gets to the hospital. The wife gets to know about it, and the wife, Vasya, my favorite character, she's still my favorite character, gets so mad that why is he trying to save people instead of him saving himself first, right? So in the first review I just asked the author a few questions. Why did they choose Simon to have the superpowers? So when you read from the third series, you get to know the reason why they chose Simon to be the superhero or have supernatural powers, because he was very thoughtful. He had this kind heart to help people when the bomb happened, so they decided to give him those superpowers. So fast forward, when you get to read the book, in the series 2, Vasya is shot, and when you move to series 3, she's in a coma, and while she's in coma we get to know that she has an encounter with the unborn son. We get to know that from series 2 she's pregnant, but no one knows about it. All right, not even Simon, the husband. So we get to know that she's pregnant and now she's in a coma. And I mean, the book is it's good, but sometimes I like the way sometimes it's kind of funny in between because you're in coma and now you get to meet your unborn child, Ronan, and you even named him Ronan. Now, like, how? To me, that's the most funny part for me. Like, how do you have an encounter with your unborn, like the fetus, like? But anyways, it's a book, yeah. So she has an encounter with Ronan, and it's so funny and so lovely at the same time. And we get to know that we go back in time in where Simon and Vasya met, where they met. He proposed to her. He was nervous about it. Like, they give us a recap of all of that into details, and when they had their major fights, and how an old lady met Simon and gave her a contact to call for the interview. So I feel like the whole thing was kind of planned for Simon to have this encounter, because the old man comes from nowhere and just tells him to take this number, this is my son, tell him blah blah blah, and get a job interview. So I feel like that was his destiny. I don't know, but in my opinion I think that's it. So we get to know all of this when Vasya is in coma, and the book also gives you a recap of what Simon is also doing in his part, where I think they go back in time like 500 AD, and he gets to meet Guinevere and Arthur, and I feel like it's kind of funny in a small way, because they're talking about Vasya, and they come in to talk about Simon, which is really good. And they are all in the past, they come in the present a little bit, and I think it's really good. So we have Simon's part where he has an encounter with Guinevere, which is Arthur's fiancée, and in the book we could know that Guinevere is a very beautiful woman, so she attempts to seduce Simon, which I found it to be so funny. Like, who does that? He was trying to seduce Simon to know if Simon is a loyal friend to Arthur, and obviously Simon won. Like, Simon was like, yo, I have a wife, I love her, blah blah blah. I mean, that's really nice. That's really nice. I don't know for today's men if it will really work for today's men, but it's a book. All right. So Vasya gets to meet Ronan again, and Ronan comes to tell her that we need to save Simon because Simon is in a situation where he needs help, right? So all of a sudden Vasya comes out of coma. She rips off all the cables, all the wires, and she runs to save Simon. And I'm like, oh, okay. But it's all part of the drama and the thrill, you know. So we get to know that Vasya now has supernatural powers, which is really, really, for me, I was so happy that, yeah, she also has powers, and she is there to help her husband fight and save the world. Yay! So she goes in to fight with Morgana, you know, that evil witch. Yeah, she fights with Morgana, and Morgana sees her like, I killed you, you were shot, why are you still here? And it's like, yeah, I'm still here, you thought wrong. So Morgana strikes a sword to Vasya's shoulder, and the sword shatters into pieces. I'm like, what? This is really nice, like an action movie. And Morgana was surprised, like, you have powers now? How did you get powers? And they fight, and finally Vasya, yay, my superwoman, is able to kill Morgana. And that's one of my favorite parts of the book, where Vasya finally gets her revenge by killing the evil witch Morgana, and I'm so happy about it. And my other favorite part was when Vasya gets to know that Simon is rich. Like, who wouldn't want a rich husband? all right. So I don't want to talk so much about the book. Just go and read it, and have, you know, the book has the action part, it has the romance part. So if you want a little bit of everything, you have it in there. So I'd encourage you guys to have a read, and let's see what you think about the book. It's a good read. Go have a look and read it out. All right, see you. Cheers. Bye.